What's going on YouTube? My name's Purps. Welcome to my channel. I decided to start this channel to do music reactions, music reviews. I'm mainly inspired by the OGs, No Life Shack, etc, etc. But quite recently, a friend of mine, Odin, shout out to Odin. Odin Reacts, links will be down in the description. I subbed to him, didn't really know what to expect, and watched him grow. Watched him from his first video. I think I was early in the subs, before 20. He's now got over 6k, so if anyone want to go over to Odin Reacts, I blame you for this, mate. He basically threw me in the deep end today on his live, so that made me basically push off the edge into the deep end and give it a crack. And like he said on his first video, just dive in feet first and see what happens. It'll either become something I do and talk to the camera a couple of times a week or once a week, just to fill in some time, no one to watch it, and it'll be like me just sitting here by myself anyway. Today, for the first video, I could have done something I'd already seen. That's what I'd call a review. But I'm going to do a reaction. Going to look at Melbourne, Side Bitch. I'm assuming this guy would be from Melbourne with a name like that. I've already liked and subscribed, hit the notification bell, and I'm gonna hit play and see what this is about. It was in the same thing. It's got Young and Lips and all that in the suggestions there, so I really don't know. I haven't heard of Brotherhood music, but I know Young and Lips does that sort of new age drill stuff, so we'll see what Melbourne's about. I do apologise if the fan on the computer's a bit loud. It seems to be making some noise for some reasons, but it took me a long time to get everything set up tonight and get the camera working, so hopefully this all works. Where we go here, full screen. Alright, let's see what this is about. Already off the bat with the trumpets coming in. That's not what I was expecting, to be honest. Okay, just from the opening few instrumental bars, I'm getting a lot of NME feels from this. I don't know if anyone knows of NME. They're another Australian group. Had a song called German, and there was another one. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I do have a pretty shocking memory. But yeah, they like to incorporate that South American sort of vibe to it with the trumpets and like the salsa music, or a bit of mariachi band or something like that. So it comes. We'll see if it continues that way.
Them dogs that I used to hang with, now I'm ready to bang with. Lost a lot of respect for them, or that shit is standard. My brothers that were...
Yeah, so I think I was on the ball with that Aussie drill. Brothers I used to hang with, now I used to go and bang with. Talking about the street life. Grew up with, that group of friends. We've all had that group of friends growing up. You start school with them, basically forced to be their friend because it's the person you sit next to. And they end up being, one of your closest friends for a majority of your life. I've grown apart from my school friends. I joined the army and stuff like that, so sort of lost connections with a few of them. But in these sorts of places, you tend to grow up with those sorts of people, and then they're your mates, and they're your crew. And then as you get older, the same people are around. So then, I guess when they go to the street life or whatever they're doing, drugs or even business, you'd have those people around you for support. You'd also He's talking about banging, so I'm guessing gangbang. So.
Hang with, now I'm ready to bang with. Lost a lot of respect for them, all that shit is standard. My brothers that were loyal, those are the boys I ran with. Still we yelling brotherhood every time we on some gangster shit.
Yeah, brotherhood, people I used to run with, grew up very much, I suppose, that street culture, brotherhood, loyalty, and all of that, where, in my life, I've seen people that, they go, oh yeah, brotherhood, loyalty, and they're the first ones to dog on you if something goes to shit. So I'm not saying that these guys would, like every crew has some loyal people, but the downfall of a tight crew is one person that isn't loyal. So careful who you trust, eh?
That were loyal, those are the boys I ran with. Still we yelling brotherhood every time we on some gangster shit you wouldn't believe. I put that on my mother, even she's been in the mix. And Tom the pussies put up on her.
Yeah, Polynesians, you don't mess with their mums, man. Their mums will knock you out just as much as they will. The guys all look, they look like they're from that Polynesian background, the Tongan Samoan type background. But yeah, you don't mess with the mums. Don't mess with anyone's mums, But yeah, he just said like his mum isn't afraid to get in a scrap.
Before this honor, I'm living by a code. It's still free.
Hang on, what was that?
Every time we on some gangster shit you wouldn't believe. I put that on my mother, even she's been in the mix. And Tom the pussies put up on her. Death before dishonor.
Death before dishonor.
Still 3977 for your dogs you didn't know.
Yeah, death before dishonor. Still living by the code. So that's that street code. Loyalty, brotherhood. Don't snitch. Don't be a snitch nine.
Anyone down the go? Fuck all of the chit chat. See him down the road, feel the clip and pull that shit back. I'll never let her go. When I squeeze her, it's a mismatch. This right here, the side bitch. Fucking hope I kiss that. I'm the beginning of all this rap shit. You lost it to trapping. Still my brother's keeper, even though Rad's are spastic.
Yeah, you lost it to trapping. So trapping, selling drugs, running a street life. So I think what I get from that is he's trying to step out of that street life if he was ever involved in it, and he's looking at his music, he's looking at rapping as a way out, so he doesn't have to trap anymore. Whereas the people that he's speaking about are just stuck in that trap game. They can't get out. That's all they know. So.
For this rap shit, you lost it to trapping. Still my brother's keeper, even though Rad's a spastic. He do anything that he want, still I back him. That's brotherhood forever, never lacking. When I also turn to me. Yeah,
also, Polynesian slang for friend, mate. Like hey buddy, how mate? How you also. Shows a lot of respect, like brother. What was it that he said there?
Rap shit, you lost it to trapping. Still my brother's keeper, even though Rad's a spastic. He do anything that he want, still up.
That's it. Even as and he said that. I'm not going to say the derogatory term, but you'll get it. Like he acts a bit out of his brain sometimes. So like everyone's got that crazy person in the crew. Run up and you go out drinking, and they're the ones that cause the fight, or they're the ones that run amok or whatever. See a car and run over it or whatever. But he's saying, regardless of that, I've got his back because he's Musa. He's my brother.
I back him, that's brotherhood forever, never lacking. When I also turn to me, so you already know. You ain't gotta tell me nothing, my brother, I'm down to go. But I can tell you right now, if any of my brothers don't catch a L, my side bitch coming out for show, cause we didn't lose round here.
So his side bitch is his pistol. So he's, saying if any of his brothers are going to take a loss, anyone's at a fight and they're looking like they're going to lose, they'll just step up and bang bang. So don't get on the wrong side of this guy, eh?
If any of my brothers don't catch a L, my side bitch coming out for show, cause we didn't lose round here. I'm watching how they move round here. We don't care about who's who round here. I've got 99 problems with only one.
Also seen the film clip, the kids and that around. Polynesian background from my experience. I had a Tongan teacher when I was younger. I lived next to a few Tongans and stuff like that, and family, like blood family, is high on their priority list. Religion, family, and then their brotherhood. So like the rest of their crew or their community, very community minded. It's good to see.
Move round here, we don't care about who's who round here. I've got 99 problems, of only one way that I can solve them. Be careful what you choose round here. When they are early for work, we still work in the roads because we raised up in church. Think what the fuck do we know?
Yeah, see, we were raised up in church, so he just touched on the fact that, church, probably a big thing. 1-4 mentioned it too, growing up in church. The religion's very, very strong in their culture. So.
Telling ya, that's the perks. Raised up in a good home. See, brother, I ain't never changed, but it's not the Melbourne, They do my name in the dirt. They told me life a blessing, why this shit feel like a curse. They asked me why I'm stressing, brother, I've been through the worst. Now we the ones they callin' when they see him on our turf. And I ain't talking about a German when I say I scored a merc.
Not talking about a German when I said I scored a merc. I wonder if he's, I don't know anything about Melbourne. I know about the city, but I don't know about this guy. Was that a diss at NME? NME have a song called German, and they're in the same sort of genre of hip hop, I guess. Was that a diss? If anyone knows, drop it in the comments. Hey.
They call him when they see him on our turf, and I ain't talking about a German when I say I scored a merc. Hey, give me a deadline. Thinking they got heavies, my bro? Well, you ain't met mine. Brother said I'll squeeze when I aiming at your headline. Jack's putting sheets over your face, it's like it's bedtime.
The headline double, that was pretty clever. Again, there's not many bars to break down. It's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, so far, liking the beat. Probably play it again in the car. It probably won't go on my rotation. It's not the sort of music that I particularly are into, but he's doing a good job. It is what it is, I guess. So yeah.
The old me kept the peace like a hippie. Now when she hit the fan, I got my piece on my hippie. Never had
peace like a hippie. Hippies are all about peace, love, and all that. But he's got his piece, his gun on his hippie. That was pretty clever. I like that one. That was a good bar.
Me kept the peace like a hippie. Now when she hit the fan, I got my piece on my hippie. Never hesitate to let it squeeze when you're lippy, or when any motherfucker wanna diss. When I also turn to me, so you already know. You ain't gotta tell me nothing, my brother.
Yeah, I did like that rhyme scheme, the hippie lippy rhyme scheme. That's pretty good.
But I'm down to go, but I can tell you right now, if any of my brothers don't catch a L, my side bitch coming out for show, cause we don't lose round here. I'm watching how they move round here. We don't care about who's who round here. I've got 99 problems, of only one way that I can solve them. Be careful what you choose round here. When I also turn to me, so you already know. You ain't gotta tell me nothing, my brother. I'm down to go, but I can tell you right now, if any of my
I was just checking how long it was going. It sounds like he's just gonna hit that hook a couple of times, and 20 seconds to go. I don't think he'll be getting another verse in. So we'll hear it out. We'll hear it out.
Coming out for show, cause we don't lose round here. I'm watching how they move round here. We don't care about who's who round here. I've got 99
The hook's probably. I can see that being a bit of an earworm. That cadence and the sound of that's probably going to stick in people's ears.
Problems of only one way that I can solve, but be careful what you choose round here. Aye.
There we go. So yeah, that was Melbourne. Solid track. Like I said, I probably wouldn't put it on my rotation and bump it hard. I do have a very wide range of music, and even within, particularly like hip hop, but even within hip hop, I like different sorts of sounds. Obviously, you got your more sort of drug rap, you got your lyrical stuff, which is high on my agenda. I do like the lyrical stuff. And then your wavy sort of sounds. I'm not really into the wavy or the drill sort of sounds. But again, thanks to Odin and 76 Cash, I've gotten a new appreciation for drill. Thanks again, Odin, for throwing me under the bus on your live stream. and basically given me the poker with the red hot poker to pull the pin and get this started. So yeah, I'll try and drop the link in description, and head over to Odin's channel, give him a like, so that guy Purps sent you, and yeah, we'll take it from there. No worries. Cheers guys, I'm out.